news you can count on at 6 starts now.
First at 6, Johnsonville city leaders will move forward with plans to sell some of the police department's equipment after voting last night to suspend the agency indefinitely. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Adriana Lawrence. The move comes as the city struggles with millions of dollars of debt and the recent resignations of its police chief and officers. News 13's Eric Cooper spoke with one Johnsonville business owner about the city not having a police force.
Patricia Harrelson is one of the owner-operators of PD Hardware. She says not having a police presence in Johnsonville is already missed.
I feel really disheartened about that because I've always felt like our police force has been here for us, whether we were in town limits or not. I'm not in town limits, but I can't even tell you how many times if there's a call gone out to 911, if it's been picked up in Johnsonville, town limits or not, didn't matter. Johnsonville was there.
With the police department now gone, the city of Johnsonville would take sealed bids for weapons used by the agency, but only from licensed dealers. The city also plans to auction 3 Chevy Tahoes used by the police department.
I'm real worried with the business and personally that if we do have an issue, thankfully we never have, but if we do have an issue and we call 911, that there's no telling how long it's going to take to get help here.
I did reach out to city officials at City Hall and by phone, but no one was available. Harrelson says they will continue to do what they have done and protect themselves and their customers.
It is my right, and especially being here in this store. It's not just me that I'm here to protect. It's the other people that work here. These are my chosen family. I would like the security of having our police force back. That's not going to happen at this point. I know that, but I'm going to miss them being here. I already miss them being here, and like I say, we'll be our own police force. We don't have any choice now.
I also reached out to the Florence County Sheriff's Office and was told they will continue to protect and serve all 804 square miles of Florence County. As for the items that the city plans to auction, you can find a link on our website for more information at wbtw.com. Reporting in Johnsonville, Eric Cooper, News 13.
Eric, thank you. News 13 is your local election headquarters, and early voting for South Carolina's special Republican U.S. Senate primary got underway today. Polls will open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. through Friday. Primary day is next Tuesday. You'll need a valid photo ID to cast a ballot. The winner will replace the late Senator Lindsey Graham on the ballot and face Democrat Dr. Annie Andrews in November. 4 of the Republican candidates took the debate stage last night. You can watch that debate right now at wbtw.com. City utility crews in Florence are working to repair an 8-inch water main break. This is a look at the work right now on Savannah Grove Road from earlier this afternoon. Officials say customers in the Alligator Road service area may experience low water pressure until repairs are complete. Anyone who has discolored water, once their water pressure returns, should run the water until it clears. A new K-12 public charter school is set to open on Mr. Joe White Avenue in Myrtle Beach, bringing with it a high school construction program modeled after a successful school in Ohio. News 13's Cameron Townsend shows us how leaders hope it will prepare students for the workforce before they graduate.
Leaders at the South Carolina Construction Academy say the goal isn't just to open another high school, it's to give students a free path into high-demand construction careers before they graduate high school. The school is operated by the Educational Empowerment Group, an Ohio-based charter management organization that runs several schools, including a construction academy. Its founder says after spending time at her family's Surfside beach home, she saw the rapid growth and need for another education option in Horry County and decided to bring that model to South Carolina.
We have Ohio Construction Academy that we are modeling South Carolina Construction Academy off of. It's a very successful school in Ohio, and our kids are graduating and going right into the workforce.
Every high school student will start with the same introduction to construction course, where they'll begin working toward industry-recognized credentials. School leaders say students will also help build out parts of the construction lab, turning the classroom itself into a hands-on learning experience.
We start with the NCCER core, and then we're going to have an OSHA 10 certification, and then we're going to have our specialized topics. So you're going to have a little bit of the plumbing, carpentry, and electrical. And then we have some standards from the state that we have to include. And then that kind of makes up our Intro to Construction course.
And Principal Scarpelli says this specialty program wasn't chosen at random.
When we applied for our charter, surveyed the community of needs and what they'd like to see in a high school program, and this was one of them. We gear them up and we get them ready and credential them. So if college is not their choice, they're ready to go work.
The South Carolina Construction Academy is still accepting applications through its rolling admissions process. More information on enrollment can be found on our website, wbtw.com. In Myrtle Beach, Cameron Townsend, News 13.
Well, right now, food trucks that operate commercially are not allowed within North Myrtle Beach city limits, but an ordinance now in the works could change that. Today, City Council discussed a plan to create food truck permits for the city, including where a truck could operate, safety standards, and the creation of a review process. City leaders also want to require food trucks to operate at least 200 feet from existing businesses.
To me, it's certainly an unfair advantage to somebody that's invested not only in purchasing the property, leasing the property, building a facility, maintaining the facility, and everything else.
No vote was taken during today's discussion. City leaders say a draft of the ordinance is currently in the works to be presented at a future council meeting. Coast RTA is making changes to its Route 15 South to improve rider service. The Transit Authority says the route will no longer serve the south end of Ocean Boulevard near Springmaid Pier. Riders in that area can instead use Route 16, which will continue to operate along Ocean Boulevard. Coast also announced several schedule changes. You'll find that information in the story right now at wbtw.com. Another round in the battle over North Carolina's election laws is about to begin. Governor Josh Stein says he'll veto one of two bills he was sent yesterday. Stein says House Bill 958 would, quote, make it harder for you to vote, introduces unnecessary chaos into elections, and invites sore losers to try to overturn an election they lost, end quote. The biggest change would reduce the number of early voting days for primary elections from 17 to 10. House Speaker Destin Hall says any veto override would happen after the general election.
If it's overridden in November, then there'll be plenty of time to do that. And, you know, it's important to remember that deals with primary elections. We didn't mess with early voting in the general election, although, you know, there are some folks who would like to see that done.
The bill would also require post-election audits and expand data sharing for more frequent voter roll maintenance. Governor Stein has not indicated what action he will take on the other election bill, House Bill 834. That bill makes changes to election administration, including giving voters more time to fix certain ballot problems after an election. Well, one Grand Strand restaurant is doing its part to help protect the coast by recycling its oyster shells. News 13's Livy Payne found out how the shells are used and why they wanted to take part in the effort.
Instead of throwing away thousands of oyster shells, Boardwalk Billy's is using them to help rebuild South Carolina's oyster reefs. At the local restaurant, the recycling process begins after the oysters are shucked. From there, the shells are collected in a trailer until Horry County officials pick them up and quarantine the shells for at least 6 months.
Those are shucked, and obviously you've got two halves of it, so there's a clean side of the shell. So we're saving those. That's been one of our largest ones we're saving now. And those are just going right back, and they're dumped in a trailer that we covered up. But, you know, it's pretty much that simple, just making sure they don't end up in the trash.
As Boardwalk Billy's was the first official Horry County restaurant to partner with the program, the Stormwater Department is pushing for more restaurants to join in, saying this is a chance to change the culture in the county.
You put these oysters out in our water, it's going to help keep it clean and keep our clean waters there. So for me, it's just, there's a lot of, you know, ways that it helps us. You know, besides just a local, you know, being a good person and, you know, doing the right thing, is also as a resident, I've got better quality of life.
Leaders say this process is about more than recycling. It's about protecting the coast for future generations.
And also, like, as a way to keep this, you know, for the future, you know, generations and stuff too. I mean, I've got, you know, young children, so I like to think that they'll be able to enjoy all the same stuff we have too. So it's just kind of, you know, it's just very, you know, well-rounded on why I love it so much.
Every shell recycled is another step towards cleaner waters, stronger oyster reefs, and a healthier environment. Reporting in North Myrtle Beach, Livy Payne, News 13.
Livy, thank you. Sea turtle nesting numbers are up along the South Carolina coast. Next on News 13, how you can help make sure the hatchlings make it into the ocean. And Frank has your most accurate forecast when News 13's local coverage you can count on continues.